God, the nerves, man. I'm like jacked up on coffee and the fucking nerves. I haven't been out for 3 weeks. The engine's been overheating every single time. The confidence is just an all-time low. Oh man, I'm fucking wigging. But I'm just gonna take her out and then put up the sails and baby steps, man. Get back into the groove. But it's crazy. This was a breeze like in the beginning of the trip. And I was so confident in the boat. Now I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm fucking scared. It's fucking nuts, man. Whew. All right. There we are. 5.3, 5.2. I don't have full Genoa out just because the gusts are coming up to like 18 knots, I'm thinking. But I'm actually sailing. I'm actually sailing, man. No engine, just turn the engine off. I went down there and checked just 20 minutes in at 2,500 RPM. It was at 160, which is like where it needs to be. And I didn't run the engine for a long time. I just wanted to sail. It's such a good day to sail. And like, look at that. I mean, look at these waters. It's pretty calm today. Like a half to 1 foot maybe. But yeah, finally I get to sail. This is awesome. I need to keep sailing. Just a bunch of buoys floating. Good gust there, like 105. 105, dude, 5.2, really good sail. Cool little rock feature right there that you gotta get around. And then I go all the way up there and try to find anchorage outside the grassy patches, essentially. But water's amazing, man. I was so trapped in marsh, I forgot what the water looked like. And now I'm out here and I'm like, wow, it's so pretty. You know, and it's only like 7 miles away from marsh. This is funny. Alright, so I just sailed all the way to Great Guana Key. And the engine seems fine. Like, idling it. I mean, I didn't run it the whole time, obviously. I just sailed the whole time and then I motored in. It was at 140 when I pulled up. And that's cold. 160, 180 is where it should range, and I was pulling down to 140 after a while. Unfortunate news is the alternator didn't work the whole way. I got batteries that solely get charged by the alternator, and the windlass and the water maker, you know, two important ones. Yeah, they didn't charge, so they're at 12.38. That's pretty fucking low. 12.25 is basically the lowest you want to be. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do about that. I don't know. It looks like there's energy getting into the regulator and the regulator goes here, so I'm not sure. I don't know. Just another thing. This is like the alternator was working and now it's not. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, after that rant, there's a little controller down here, and normal house only. When I do normal house only, watch the panel. Doesn't work. Oh, fuck. Both don't work. Oh. Holy shit, dude. What in the world is going on? Alright, barely had my coffee this morning. Yeah, I gotta just do it midday. Alright, I got voltage coming in from an alternator. So, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is when my batteries are depleted at like 12.6, right, in the morning, still kind of full battery because it's using 6 batteries now. I think the regulator recognizes that, and then it puts in the volts, and then once it goes over 13.7 or something like that, gets into 14.4, then it just basically floats and it doesn't allow it to charge anymore. So when I was charging my solar panels all day before I left, that thing just registers the house batteries. It doesn't register the 3 separate batteries. That's what I'm thinking. And it's like, well, the house batteries are charged. That's why I never charge the rest, because it just, that's what I'm thinking. I am no electrician, nothing. I'm just like, this is basically like a religion. It's like, oh, this and that and this and that must mean that. So going off my little religion of electronics and what I think from like scenarios and things this, things that. Morning. It is amazing out here. Look at that water. Look at that light breeze. Look over there. Look over there. Just so much water. So these are the days that are just so nice. So nice. Like, they happen like once every 5 days. You get 1 day or 2 days like this, and this is a 2.5 day string. So yesterday was like a 15-mile-per-hour breeze. Today is like 12-mile-per-hour breeze. Tomorrow will be, actually it's like 8 to 12, and then the next day will be 10, and then it gets up to like 18 by like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it goes to 20. So 25 miles per hour. They do everything nuts over here for sailors. Those are the birds I've been waiting for. Oh my god. I love those things. Oh my god, those things are freaking Nat Geo. Look at those tails. What? Wow. No. Those bears are cool. Check those out. That'll be a little lap. That is really cool. You got this big old cave system here. That is sick. Wow. But this is what I like. Just exploring, baby. New places. So awesome. Very pretty. So unfortunately there's trash and stuff on the island. The island itself is beautiful. It's protected. And I don't want to get close to these fly fishermen. Fly fishing for bonefish. There's a really cool restaurant back there. It was probably the nicest restaurant I've seen. It looked so cool. But it was for multi-millionaire golf member guests only, which is crazy. It's such a good place, a big place. Alright. Pon's about this Anchorage on a nice day, Sunday with no wind. Look at those massive rollers. It's just whalers. Look at that guy get destroyed. He has the same boat as me, a little bit bigger. Destroyed by big waves. That's what was happening this morning to me. This morning I was just like in bed, literally rolling back and forth at like 6 a.m. Just like, whoa, whoa. And I was just like, I can't get up. I gotta keep sleeping. I think I went to bed at like 10 and I woke up at 8. Dude, I slept 10 hours last night, man. I feel fucking great, dude. These are the days, like, I was just going around and just taking it all in, man, because these are the days, like the light 10, 15 mile per hour winds. It's 75, 78 degrees. The water is crystal clear. You're protected by the island. It's nice. Like, you just got to take advantage of the whole day, because you'll only have 2 days of this, and then 5 days of torture, and then 2 days of this, and this is 2.5 days, and then 2 more days of like, not crazy wind, 20 mile per hour wind, and then it looks good. Looks like the rest of the trip. Oh, it looks great. So I gotta enjoy it. I gotta keep island hopping and then restocking in March and island hopping. I gotta keep doing that for the next month and a half just to like get the most out of this trip. So that's what I'm talking about right there. See those monster boats and their monster wakes? I'm like right in the path of getting super rolled. Like, I'll show you what happens once that wave gets here. All right, you wouldn't believe it, but look at that. From all the way out there, like a mile away, when you have like zero wind, the waves can just travel. And once they get to a certain point, let's see if you can see it. Look at that, wait. There we go. Whoa! Yeah, so the bigger the boat, closer it is, bigger the wake. But you can see they're that far, it still comes to the boat and rocks it. Look at that. Spring tides are here. That's crazy. I think it's like a 5-foot tide down here today. Oh yes, good morning. Went to nippers and grabbers all day. I don't even want to check my bank account. I probably had like 15 beers, man. And this anchorage is like so rolly because of the monster boats that zip through. And it's like a little too hot for my hangover. Still feeling it. Still feeling rough. But you know, it's so nice out here. It's like 76 degrees with 15-mile-per-hour breeze, and I'm protected by the island. I might stay here. It's supposed to get up to 20-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow with 30 gusts. I think I'm pretty protected from the northeast, even though I'm kind of out here. I might stay. I just don't want to go back to Marsh Harbor. Don't know if Charlie has my money. He just texted me, "You at your boat?" And I'm like, this is 2 days ago. I'm like, "You have the money?" And then he didn't respond. And that's 2 days ago. Well, I'm on a pretty cool trail on Great Guana Key, and there's these really cool palm trees. I don't know. They're so small and just look at that. That's cool, man. They're kind of all over this little patchy area right here. And then just ahead is the beach. Very cool trail. I just never seen a palm tree like that. I don't know if that's called a Johnson palm tree. I don't know. I don't know my tree species too well. I just know sable palm. But anyways, I'm just going on a little small hike just to kind of venture around Great Guana for like an hour or two, and then I'm gonna go back to Marsh. And hopefully Charlie gives me my money. He hasn't texted me back yet, but we'll see. I'm not gonna stop mentioning his name until I get what I need, my money back. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he gives my money back. And it's gonna be a pretty windy sail today, so I'll probably motor sail with just the main jib up. It's blowing like 20-25 miles per hour today, but this place is really protected, so that's good. My boat, I slept like a baby last night, which is great. I was in recovery yesterday from drinking and everything like that, so oh yeah, this is cool. Oh nice, got a little roundabout. Oh yeah, check that out. Dang, I'm up here. It's a high cliff. Yeah man, sick. Cool trail. Alright, I'm just gonna touch the sand on the beach and then walk a little bit further and circle back around and start sailing back to Marsh. I think the best like beaches to walk on are probably this beach, Great Guana Key in Hopetown. Like the sand, I haven't been to Manowar yet, but the sand feels so good. It's like fine sand. It's like silk to the touch of the toes. There is seaweed out here, but I mean, that's just natural. It comes and goes with the season. And yeah, this is a nice beach. The sand is incredible. Yeah, pretty much blowing 20 mile per hour winds right now consistently. That's alright. I might walk to that rock and turn around. Maybe there's a cave down there. Pretty cool. Little tide pool. We got a big surf right here. Nice little backdrop. Yeah, pretty cool. Try to go down the private gate area and hopefully I don't get in trouble. I don't think I'm supposed to be back here. Very nice. Hey, look at that. Nice little quarry they dug out for raising the land. A nice road that's landscaped really nice. Well, if they say something, I'll just be like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get back home. Well, it's a bit sporty out. Yeah, see that? I don't know, 20-25 miles per hour, probably. I got a little bit of the jib out. Just give me an extra knot and a half. I'm going 4 knots, I'm going 5.5, 6. That's all I'm gonna let out though. I don't need to get too crazy. Just need to get to Marsh, resupply, get my money, and that's it. Yeah, kind of intense little bay sail. It's like 3-foot waves at 5-second periods. Like all that water up there. And yeah, it's just ripping. Just white caps everywhere. 25 miles per hour for sure, man. It's freaking ripping out here. Like my flag is going. It's just kind of epic out here. Crazy wildfire there. That's a lot. A lot of fire. I just gotta get around this little island, and then it should be calmer waters. But right now it's a little epic. It's been a motor sail for sure. Well, I made it back to Marsh. A little bit closer on the inside. I might bounce. It's a negative tide of -1 foot, and the low here is like 4.9. Hopefully not. I just read 7.3. Hopefully I don't bounce on it. It's on 4 days. I know. Just messaged the evil Charlie, or the just lying Charlie. I don't know what you'd call him. I don't think he's evil, but definitely a liar. Said I'm in Marsh, so hopefully I get my money today. It's crowded in here. Everyone's trying to get out from that wind. That wind was gnarly. That wind was gnarly. That was a crazy sail, honestly. And the wind in here is pretty nuts as well. It's probably like 25 mile per hour winds today. So yeah, I just gotta watch out for this guy. I'm a little close to him. So let's see. I think I'm fine. Alright. Well, mechanic never showed up yesterday and didn't text me back today, so they're just all the same. They're all just like, I'll show up when I want to show up, even though I told you this day. So I think the rest of the trip, I just can't worry about relying on other people. I gotta believe the engine is okay. It's running, you know. There's black shit flying out the back now. It's oil or soot. It looks like oil. And the new mechanic's like, oh, the guy didn't sit your cylinder, like, gaskets right or something, or I don't know. But he says it's not a big problem getting home, hopefully. So, but that happened. So that sucks. That's a new problem. But my cousin comes here in like a week, so I'm super excited for that. I get to actually show someone like the lifestyle. It's actually really fun when there's like good days. It's really fun. And then my mom and stepdad and sister show up, and that's it. So I got to think about like I'll run the boat tomorrow, go to Hopetown. I'll dive a little bit, just get back into that. I want to go diving, that sounds fun. And then drive the boat more. You know, engine sounded like it was fine. It, like, when I slowed down, came in the other day, it was still reading like 185 on the head gasket, not 195 but 185. But that's when I was low RPM coming here, so I don't know what it was truly reading. But I'm just hoping I get that digital thermometer, and then yeah, and then I just enjoy these last month. The weather, it's still blowing, you know, 18 knots today, which is 20 miles per hour. It's supposed to slow down tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be like a nice 10 to 15, I think, for the rest of the trip, which is fine. That's like perfect, especially if the weather's getting a little bit warmer. But yeah, I just gotta enjoy, like, even though I'm still in Marsh Harbor. Check that out, by the way. Fire. It's crazy. Yeah, I just gotta, I'm enjoying today, because today, like, even though it's blowing 20 miles per hour, it's 80 degrees, which I love. It's starting to warm up. It's not too cold. Yeah, so that's it, man. I'm just gonna hang out here for a day, enjoy. I'm just chilling. I'm just enjoying the day, and then tomorrow, like, I got all water filled up. I got food for a couple days. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on a little adventure to, like, I'll go to Hopetown, go rent a bike or something, and then go over to Manowar, maybe check out the beach there. That sounds pretty fun. So I'm gonna try to do stuff like that. Hello. I just edited my whole video. I got burnt today on my forehead because we're wearing a hat a lot. That's funny. I just edited like 2 hours of footage, and it's just so funny to see, because it's like I'm very like optimist about the engine. I'm in like still a good lighthearted mood and have faith, and then like it just goes kapooey. Just like mentally, you can see it, I'm like mad. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like mad in some of these videos for obvious reasons. You know, anyone would be mad if you got played and if you got money stolen, your engine still doesn't work. You know, it makes sense why you would be mad. It was just funny to see. I'm gonna sail tomorrow to Hopetown again, and it's not gonna be a sail, it's gonna be motoring. I'm gonna check the coolant. The other mechanic, unfortunately, he flaked on me too. It's just a thing. So when you start up the engine, which I just did, you know, I check the RPMs, make sure it sounds pretty good, and then first thing you look at is this, make sure you have adequate flow, because that's one of the main reasons your engine overheats, is that. And then what I listen to is basically my alternator kicked on, which it just did. The engine just slowed down a little bit. And I look over here, and I make sure it's my alternator, because I turn off my solar just to check. I'm like, okay, it's actually giving me some amps. So that alternator is charging everything. I have 6 batteries in here. Charges the house, the starter, the water maker, the windlass, and I gotta make sure I charge it a little bit, especially if I run the water maker a lot, because the water maker and the windlass are together, and yeah, it could the windlass could like die as I pull it up, so I gotta give it a little charge, and it'll always keep charging. So I don't, in theory, if I have it running and on, we should be good. I'm a little nervous. It's because I had fucking basically an espresso coffee today, so I'm like, whoa. Like, I should just refuse to drink coffee when I leave Anchorage, because the adrenaline I get, I don't know if anyone else gets this sailing, because like, it doesn't feel like a high adrenaline sport, but it fucking is, dude. I'm fucking like amped right now. I'm like, whoa, I don't know what to do with this energy. It's crazy. I just get way too amped, way too easily. And when I'm not on coffee, I enjoy it. I'm like, ooh, let's go. When I'm on coffee, it's just anxiety. It's like I'm spacey, trying to keep myself like here. I'm like, dude, don't freak out, don't freak out. So yeah, let's freaking do this, dude. Let this engine warm up, and then on we go. All right. Alright, I didn't want to trim it in anymore.
No, it's not trimmed too well.
It's flaring at the top, but heavy winds. Yeah, it's like 20 knot winds. So I'll leave it like that. Maybe I'll bring it just a tad.
Let's see.
But I'm going 6+ knots right now, so I'm cruising with the engine on. It's nice to give me an extra knot and a half. Well, it's not. I mean, it's not terrible conditions on this side. It's kind of protected, so it's kind of a nice cruise right now. Overcast. I'm just so amped up. God, that coffee is too strong. Yeah, so once I turn that corner, it'll get a little gnarly. Maybe check out some surf with this energy. Hopefully there's some surf on the north side. We'll see. Kind of like, even though it's like windy and, you know, I'm not sailing, I'm kind of digging this. This is nice. I'm just sitting back, relaxing. Well, bad news. I'm having this revving issue, and you know, I fixed the fuel injection valve, and yeah, it's like it's spitting out freaking oil or something in the back end. I just don't know, guys. Like, everything's been replaced, like the cylinder, the head gasket, the mechanical lift pump, the heat exchanger. There is no oil cooler. Somehow there's oil getting into the water back there, and it's just messing up revving and all that stuff, and like I'm like back to square one. I mean, I wish I just had better news. Like, I get so excited on these runs to the Keys, and you know, I think everything's going well. The boat sounds like it's fine, and then I slow it down like always, and now when I slow it down, there's oil that shoots out the back of the exhaust. Imagine that. Imagine spending $6,000, and then imagine some guy says there's an oil cooler. That's the last part. That's why there's oil spitting out the back of your engine. And he takes your $1,800, and you trust him, and then he steals it, and he leaves your engine worse than it was before. You don't know if it's overheating because he never installed the digital thermostat. And he's saying it's overheating because he's having problems and stuff, so you have to believe him. And in the end, he steals your money and fucks up your engine even more, and now you're stuck. And my engine's been messed up since February. It is May, man. It's May. And I got this new mechanic that everyone's been raving. Even one of my friends here, he's like, he's the guy. He knows how to fix every engine. He's very enthusiastic, and he is on the phone. And you're supposed to look at my engine and look at these things, and he never shows up. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is. And this looks, alright, it's just really wavy. That doesn't look like oil, which is good. That's a good news. So it looks like it's soot. It looks like it's I mean, I can't, it doesn't feel slick. It just feels kind of grimy. Like, what is that? It just seems not oily or slick. So that's probably soot from just like, I don't know. It's soot, I'm thinking. So maybe my elbow, yeah, the seaweed, the smell. It smells like a wet dog. Wet dog. Well, in the summertime, there's so many free buoys. I mean, all my buoys back there, look at that. It's crazy. There's half buoys available. I've never seen it that empty. Makes sense though. You know, the weather's nicer. People can anchor for free on the outside, no problem. And constantly shifting. So yeah, it's a good time to cruise this time of year. Everyone's just on the outside. I'm gonna use my phone because my GoPro's dead. It's so nice. Like being anchored on the outside of a key, even if the wind's like 20 knots today, it's just awesome. It's like, look at this view. It's so nice. It is so nice today. Like, look at this. Holy cow. It's blowing 15 southeast, so you're kind of protected, but not that much where it's like nice on your, I mean, 15-mile-per-hour winds on your back with the sun on your face. That's nice. And when I was just out here, I just tried to fish for about like 10 minutes. I saw the biggest permit in my life. These things were like, they had to be over 40 inches. I'm not lying. They are monstrous. And there's two of them cruising. And so I tied on a yellow fly here. That's what the locals said to do in the mutton and the grass flat ones. But I freaking threw it right on top of their head. And it scared them. I was like, oh, fuck. I can't believe that. But that was cool, man. That just motivated me. I have chicken, right? I have chicken that I can eat tonight, and I know a place out there that's kind of protected that has a bunch of conch, so I'm thinking I might get some conch right now. Just one. I don't need two, just one. And then use those entrails and maybe go fishing in my mutton hole, blue hole over there. And then I got a great, I haven't had fish. I was fished out the other months, but I'm feeling pretty good about getting some conch and some fish and eating that now. But man, this is why you're down here. You don't worry about a thing, even with the engine troubles and all that. A day like this, I don't worry about shit. I'm just like, I live every day by the day, especially if it's a good day weather-wise. Check out that bird. That is sick. Alright, I'm at the secret spot. So, I want to show it that way. I'm at the secret spot, just know that. Yeah, so I'm gonna put my fins on, just my goggles, and use my hands, and then if I see a hogfish, going in there.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Well, look at that. That's a pretty one. God, they're so pretty, aren't they? Let's, yeah. Maybe, dinner tonight. Yeah, that's a pretty one. It's so hard. They're so pretty. Like, you can't save them. They're so pretty. Alright, so I think there's some muttons down there, I'm pretty sure. I'm in like a deep blue hole right here. Pretty obvious location. Gonna use some of that conch. I'm gonna toss out some trails first. And I see one big mutton right there. And that's the target species, mutton. So I'll have conch for dinner, mutton for lunch, like some like snapper tacos. That sounds really good. So let's give it a go. Look at that. Decent flag in the boat, baby. Decent flag. All right, good. I got snapper tacos for tomorrow. That's great. All right, I'm out here. Look at that. Some caulking trails. Catch a nice yellowtail. I put it out of its misery, so I brained it. Yeah, man. Look at that. I got another view. Oh, some snapper tacos. That's what I was wanting, either yellowtail or mutton, so that works. Awesome, man. Well, that was a fun day. That was fun. It's like 4:30 now. Just filleted my yellowtail snapper, and then cleaned out my conch earlier and used those entrails for the snapper. It's about like 80 right now. Pretty nice. Man, a day like today is so awesome. It just like, this is what the Bahamas is about. You got an amazing sunset tonight. It's like 75 degrees with a light breeze. And I got my burritos. Just listening to music. I think you copyright if you post on YouTube, so I can't listen to music right now. But man, this is what it's about right here. What a good day. Let there be more days like this. That would be so good for me, because today was amazing. Good morning, good morning. Check that out. Look at that. Hopetown, my home. Yeah, I'm back at Hopetown. I love it though. It's a good anchorage. Amazing day yesterday. Woke up at 4:30 today, kind of just like instantly thinking about the engine. And there's soot coming out the back. And could be a number of things. Could be the mixing elbow, could be the valves are too tight. That's what GPT's saying. And then there's one other thing, like a cylinder timing or something. New cylinder, bad timing. I don't know. But yeah, I just got my mind going, and I've been up since. And first sunrise I've seen in a while. I'll look this way. Yeah, that's nice. First sunrise that I've seen in a while. Tomorrow or today, I haven't drank my coffee yet. I am gonna take the boat probably to Manowar. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. It's a really nice day just to be here too. And then I'm gonna text my new mechanic. We're supposed to do work on a Friday. It's now Tuesday. I don't get it. But basically ask him to install my digital thermostat so I know I'm not running hot anymore. I need to know that. And I need him to look at these new problems that I have and see what he recommends, because he's the best mechanic in all the Abacos. Everyone's told me he's super reliable. He'll always follow up. He'll always be there on time. No, not at all. Not at all. Like, less communicative than my other mechanic, which is crazy. At least he doesn't lie, but he just doesn't communicate. Yeah, but this whole week should be amazing. So, and knock on wood, like, the soot problem isn't the biggest deal. If it was oil, it'd be bigger. So that's good. Again, down in the dumps. A lot of things require a two-man job. Like, if we get air in the engine, it's gonna be a bear, because someone goes down there, they unscrew a little bolt, and then bubbles burst out, and it starts, gushing gasoline or diesel. So you need two people for that, and then you need two people to see what kind of substance is coming out of my exhaust pipe, because the ladder's down and the thingies up. Like, you need someone literally behind it, just like ready to go when you start the engine. So I can't check what the culprit is. Yeah, I'm just fucking, like, every single time I freaking start this engine and just go for a sail, I'm like, I just don't want any stress. But like every single time, it just, the engine's not gonna change. It's still gonna have driving problems. It's still gonna squirt out freaking soot. Yeah, hopefully it's a good sail. So in the dumps today. I don't know what it is. I guess I got up really early. Maybe I'm tired. But such in the dumps today, man. I'm just like, even though it's nice, I'm just down as fuck right now for some reason. I'm sure there's plenty of reasons. I think the main one is just the engine and the mechanics. Alright, let's start this boat up. Alright, so I just got off the phone with my new mechanic, and says it's definitely oil coming out. It's not soot. He's like, trust me, that's oil. So that's a more major issue than the soot. I tried to sail today. Winds are too light. I'm only gonna go like 2 knots. So yeah, bummer. I just don't want to keep hurting this engine. I want to get home, so fuck, what a night, like, what a, like, I don't know, what a crazy situation, you know. So I'm gonna stay at Man of War tonight. That's only an hour run, not even 30-minute run for Marsh Harbor. And then tomorrow morning I'll go to Marsh Harbor. He's either coming mid-afternoon or Thursday at the latest. He said he promised me, so I hope he keeps his word. And yeah, hopefully, you know, he looks at everything. I told him what all's been done. He's like, yeah, we gotta look at a few things. You got a lot of back pressure that's causing oil to come out during low RPM, so we gotta just check everything out. And then supposedly I'm supposed to get my money back too tomorrow or Thursday. But we'll see. Yeah, today I'm just not doing so good, man. I feel like shit. Bad news. I'm just nervous running this engine. At least like the weather's manageable out here in case something happens. Yeah, I'm just not feeling too hot right now. Well, I got a little better angle downwind where it's not directly down my tail going like 2 miles per hour. I got a little, maybe like extra 6 knots right there, apparent wind, and gave me a half knot extra speed, so that's cool. I'm just gonna make sure the idle, just ease it down today. I know it's gonna happen, but yeah, I just gotta make sure I manage it as best as I can. And then tomorrow to Marsh again, my favorite spot. Well, that was easy on the girl. Nice and gentle, low revs. She didn't stall. Didn't see oil at the back, but I was too preoccupied on the anchor because this is a tight squeeze. But yeah, super tight squeeze. Hopefully people don't complain, especially the guy in the back. I think we got enough space. But it looks like there's a sick beach right there. When I'm down, I just go for a walk about it. I go for a walk. Number one way to cure your sorrows, go for a walk. Move your body. Manor Key. You know what? It's a pretty view. Check this out. So this little pavilion they have right here. And there's my little itty boat between the big boys. And then look at that. Look how small the island is. It's like 100 feet across from bay to ocean. That is wild. And then yeah, then you got the ocean. Just looks great, like always. And then over there, looks like you got a little bit of beach. I'm gonna touch that sand. See if it's the softest sand, or Oaktown still stands as the softest sand. But beautiful day, can't complain. Engine seemed like it cooperated today. Winds were a light breeze where I couldn't sail enough because I was completely down wind, but at least I got one sail out. I probably could have sailed. Probably would have gotten 2.5 knots the whole way, winging it. But I just wanted to run the engine. Just want to keep running the engine for some reason. I'll try to sail tomorrow. Tomorrow's only 8 knots, but I should have a good sail, like slightly upwind. Yeah, this is pretty. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it so well on the GoPro, but the change of like blues, greens, to teals, to deep blue, to navy, that is cool. And then there's a cat on the inside. Wow, look at that catamaran. They must know the reefs and the depths really well. A lot of reefs out there. Very nice. Nice little path. Very quiet. Yeah, everyone said this island was going to be very quiet because no one really lives here but like people that own 50 houses, and this is just one of them. So very quiet, very nice. Alright, Man of War. This trail is nice. I love it. It's so quiet. It's hot. It feels like it's 90 degrees today with this wind being blocked out here, and these rocks are really hot. But look at that curve on this road. That's so cool. It is quiet. Like you can't hear it. All you hear is lizards rustling in the leaves, the breaking waves in the background. That's it. It is very peaceful out here. Going for a walk is the best way to like get a little bit up, to some kind of up. I was feeling really down this morning, and then today anchored the boat, and I mean, look at this walk. How can you not lighten up your own mood with walking through these sea grapes? Look at that. That is so cool. I am so glad I came to this island today. So cool. I mean, how cute, man. Like, look at that. They did it right on this island. The landscaping, landscape architect, and then these little glass balls, and what? So nice. Look at that, nice bench, old platform. Whoa. Look at that retro seawall for that porch. Day made. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, just exploring, go to new places. It's so much fun. That was the prime principle of this trip, is to explore new islands and keys, and it's all good. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm really glad I got to see the Abacus at least. I got one more place to go higher. Yeah. Same thing here. It's just a little bit of separation from Atlantic Ocean to bay. All right, it's time to do the sand test. Oh, that's good sand. Oh, it's a little bit more firm than Hopetown. It's a little bit more grit, has more grit to it. Hopetown still wins. Best sand. This sand's pretty good. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty nice. This sand's pretty nice though.